In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious pumpkin spice creamer. This creamer is the one that I make every year. I wish I could say it was mine, but it's not. I got it from someone else. I will have the link to their blog below, as well as show you kind of the fall vibe I have going on. I didn't want to rush fall because I know everyone's in summer still and then doing this whole fall thing, and you got to think about it. We only have one summer of 2025, so I want to enjoy every day of it. So now that it's actually fall, I added all this beautiful decor that I got. I made this pumpkin actually. It's so cute. It's a knit pumpkin. I took a class and they taught us how to do it. And this is my little foster that I have. I'm fostering this little precious baby, and I'll show you more of him in a bit. But for now, let's get started. I will have the recipe below from the creator of this recipe. I normally have the recipe because it makes too much. Now this is really important. I feel this is worth the whole video if you only watch until now. So sweetened condensed milk, you know you always have leftover and that just goes bad in the fridge. What I do is I put it in this glass container and you put it in the freezer, whatever you don't use. It doesn't freeze hard, as you can see. It's just thicker, but it's good for the freezer for like 3 months. The same with the pumpkin. You know, you have all these pumpkin recipes. If you're not scared of plastic, you can put it in one of these little Ziplocs, but really important, you want to weigh it. So I do like half cup increments in the little Ziplocs and I freeze them that way, or you can use a glass container, but measure it that way. When you're ready for a recipe, you already know, okay, let me defrost this pumpkin. It's half a pumpkin or half a cup of pumpkin and so forth. So really important, that way you don't waste any of these expensive ingredients because everything's expensive nowadays. Okay, I'm done rambling. As for this, you're going to make a simple syrup, which is sugar and water. Dissolve it, and then here I'm adding the sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to mix all of this together. As you're mixing this, we're going to add the pumpkin next. Really important, you don't want to have the heat super high. You want to just have a medium heat. When you add the pumpkin, you want to cook it a little bit. You don't really want that raw pumpkin flavor in this syrup. So yes, make sure you cook it for about the whole thing about 10 minutes total on the stove until you fully incorporate and mix everything together. Here's another tip that will help you save money, and I do all the time. So all these glass containers from like maple syrup or dressing, these are perfect for syrups or perfect for homemade dressings. Just reuse them. You know it's good quality glass because it goes through the whole sanitation and bottling process when they go make it. But yeah, reuse them. Use some Goo Goo Gone, I think it's called, and it takes the sticky stuff off of it. But back to the recipe. So as you can see, it makes 2 big bottles. That's why I always do half recipe, because since it has real pumpkin, it can go bad. Like, I mean, you have about a week to use it, but I can't go through 2 bottles of syrup on my own. So anyway, so we're going to now assemble this thing. We're going to make the espresso. I'm struggling here. So for this recipe, you're going to do the typical latte, which is going to be a double espresso, and I'm going to make it iced. For you guys that live in states that have more of a fall weather already, I am jealous because here it's only 72 and it's not very cold. So I'm going to do this iced, but you can do it hot too. And you're going to add your 6 ounces of milk of choice. And here we are. We have a iced pumpkin vanilla latte. Again, you can do it hot as well, but it's perfect. It's so delicious. And I make this one every year and it's so good. I do think you got to add like full 3 tablespoons of it because it's not as sweet as what you get in Starbucks and Peet's Coffee and all those. This is less sugar. So other than that, let's look at my cute foster. Isn't he so precious? Oh. Yes, he's so precious. He's a little boy. His name is Lewis. Named him after Lewis Hamilton. My husband wants to keep him. I don't know. I mean, should we? Look at his face. Anyway, he's such a good boy. Very, very smart and very sweet. Now, as for training this little foster, I always like to vacuum a lot, which I vacuum all the time anyway because I like to keep the house clean. But I let Savannah do some of his training. You know, you never know who's going to own these kittens, you know? What if the adopter has like a kid and is rough with him? So I always let the cats play with them, as long as they're not actually hurting him, but play around with them and let him hear loud noises, let him get used to the vacuum. I always want to set them up for success in their new home, just to, you know, not be scared of everything. By the way, if you're new here, which you probably are because I'm a tiny channel, but I am Cindy Cat Mamacita. So I am a cat mamacita because I foster a lot of kittens. So I'm a mama cat to a lot of orphan kittens. But make sure to follow and like if you love baking and coffee and cats, of course. Until next time, life in the little things and feline the sunshine. Bye for now.